What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with a brand new review for Belle Collective, Season 3, Episode 8. The episode is titled The D Isn't Silent, you guys. So before we go ahead and jump into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on your post notifications, you guys. So with that out of the way, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into Belle Collective, shall we? All right, you guys. So this episode, we open up where we last left off with Tamra and her hair being upset with Marie, right? And as I stated last week, I am on Tamra and her hair side because I just feel like that's what Marie did was so tacky, right? And then I watched Scotty's video last week, and so Scotty was talking about the fact that down there on the radio station that Tamra had talked about this situation and how, she had went to court with this man and everything. And I was like, oh, so it was like a really, really, for real, big deal situation. So why? Here's my thing, and like I said last week's review, even if you feel like Tamra is a liar, right? Why would you meet up with this man? Like you wouldn't think to yourself like, okay, we on a reality TV show on OWN. It's a hit on OWN, right? And we got a big social media following. So maybe this man has saw that, and maybe this man is like, oh, you know what? Since this show is blown up the way it is, let me attach my name to this in some kind of ways, right? Why do you think to yourself, maybe this is a clout chaser? I'm glad that y'all didn't bring him on camera, but you and Letitia met up with this man, and that is a problem that I have with this, right? Even however you feel about Tamra and her hair, if you feel that Tamra and her hair is a liar, what has she done to you personally for you to go sit down with this man and listen to what he has to say about her? What has she done personally to you? Has she said anything about your mama? Has she said anything about your daddy, your grandma, your kids, your husbands, or ex-husbands, right? Has she said anything about them to this detriment so that you have to say, you know what, let me go and dig deep into this woman's life and meet up with this man? And then the fact that Marie said he's reached out to all the other Bells, that means that if he reached out to the other Bells and they've ignored him, y'all should have done the exact same thing. You should have said, you know what, this man is reaching out to me and I don't know who he is. Let me talk to Tamra. Let me say, hey Tamra, so such and such and such and such reached out to me and said that he want to try to talk to me about you. Let me know. Tell me what you tell me. Tell me. Talk to me. What's going on? What is the situation? Assess the situation. But you and Letitia sat down with this man, and Tamra told Marie like everything that he told you is a lie, and I'm more inclined to believe Tamra and her hair, right? So then Letitia, because Tamra was pissed and she was ready to leave, and I honestly God don't blame her for wanting to leave, right? Letitia, you guys know I said I like all the women on this show, right? And I have no problem with calling each and every one of them out. But I absolutely had a problem with the fact that Letitia went up to Tamra and she was like, you know what, Tamra, I am so sorry that I went and had a conversation with him. You weren't sorry when you did it, Letitia. So let's just be real and keep it funky. Just say, you know what, girl, I was just being messy. I was trying to get the tea on you, and I sat down with this man. I wasn't trying to be malicious. I wasn't trying to hurt you. I just wanted some tea on you, right? But then, like I said, what do you want tea on her for? Tamra has not done anything to you personally. Even Ikea defended Tamra when Marie sat down with her. And they not even seeing it for each other right now. Like, so I just don't understand why Marie and Letitia had to sit down with this man. I think it was tacky as hell is what it was. It was tacky. It was low as hell. And I have an issue with both Marie and with Letitia in this particular situation. I have an issue with both of those women, and you guys can feel how you want to feel, but those are my opinions, right? So Timber eventually left, and so they wanted the ladies to have a conversation, and they wanted So Gucci and Latrice to talk, right? So I'm gonna say this once again when it comes to the So Gucci and Latrice situation, right? When it comes down to that, I can understand how So Gucci felt, right? In business, yes, you could give me the courtesy and saying, you know what, I'm also, I'm working with you, but I'm also working with another realtor, right? That's all you got to, you can say that. Is it a duty owed? No. But would it have been helpful? Absolutely, right? So so Gucci is saying that she talked to Latrice and before she even talked to the other girls, and Latrice is like, no, you did not. I heard from each and every one of them before I heard things from them before I heard from you. And producers rolled the beam footage, right? And Latrice was correct, right? So, like I said a few minutes ago, Latrice did not owe So Gucci anything, right? And here's my thing: if you show me one property and I don't hear back from you, yes, your time is valuable, but if you only show me one property, then how much time did it? I mean, how much of your time did it really take up? If you didn't follow back up with me and say, because here's my thing: when it comes to real estate, especially if you are looking to buy a home or you're looking for commercial property, a good realtor is going to, especially when you're looking for something that's already there, a good realtor is going to take you to different locations and say, hey, this is here. You got some, you can do, you show you the layout of the property, tell you how much square footage, like give you options. One location is not an option for me. Show me multiple locations. So yeah, if you not, here's my thing: if you're not delivering for me in the way that I want you to deliver for me, yes, I will take my money and my business elsewhere. Again, Latrice did not owe her anything. If you ain't producing for me, what are we doing here? Why are we having this conversation? Like, there's nothing for me to say to you. I fired you, in a sense, right? It's just like when you go to work, like treat it like a job and take. So the thing is, you got to take the friendship aspect out of it. Treat this like it's a real job from a real client that you don't have any business dealings with, right? With a job, every job is at will employment, right? You can get fired at any moment, and they don't have to give you a reason for firing you. Now, for unemployment purposes, they want to give you a reason so that way they don't have to pay your ass, right? But you can get fired for whatever, right? Like you can get fired. They can't now granted, they can't just fire you for anything, but if you're not doing your job right and you're not doing your job, then you get fired, right? And that's essentially what happened. So they got into it with each other, right? And they started going off on each other. I was like, oh, are we about to have another fight? Please don't let us have another fight, right? But they eventually calmed it down. And so here's my thing. Here's also another issue that I have is the fact that y'all keep talking about Latrice's marriage. The fact that y'all want to say that her and Selena are sucking Cliff's dick, and she said, well, if she sucked his dick, we sucked it together. She was being facetious. Y'all do know that she was being facetious. She never flat out said that me and Selena are having a threesome with my husband. But hey, it is what it is, right? So that's the end of that. Let's pause here and move forward, you guys. So next up, we see Aikisha Ikea and So Gucci, right? So Gucci, once again, was supposed to be helping Aikisha Ikea find a home in Jackson, right? But she didn't. Aikisha Ikea went with another realtor, and So Gucci. I'm just gonna say this and take it however, right? But if both Latrice and Aikisha Ikea went with other realtors, then I'm gonna actually say to you, why is that the case? Are you not, like, what's up with that? Are you not doing a good follow through? Now she says that with Aikisha Ikea told her that she was going with another realtor. That's fine and dandy, but again, like I said, I want us to take an inward look and wonder, why are our friends who we're helping find a home going with other realtors? Like, ain't that taking money out of your pocket? Like, you don't get that commission. You just basically, giving that to another realtor. But hey, I'm just Never mind. So Marie came over, right? So Gucci told the ladies that she's having a birthday party and she invited all the women to her party, including Latrice, right? And so Marie, let me take your temperature because Marie, Marie. I say this every single week. I get that you don't like Latrice, right? And that's fine. Like, it's okay not to like people. You don't have to like everybody that you come in contact with. But when it comes down to Marie, I just have such an issue with Marie because it's such a hard on for Latrice. Like, you mention that girl's name and it's like she flies off the handle. It's just like it honestly gives obsession, right? Because here's my thing. If I don't like you, I don't rock with you, I don't fuck with you. I know those are all the same things, right? But if those are if that's the case, then if your name comes up in the top of a conversation, I'm gonna act like I didn't hear your name. They're gonna be like Latrice. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, so you've invited Latrice, cool. I ain't got no beef with her. Like, I mean, I don't see it for her, but we can be in the same room and we can be cordial with each other. I don't see nothing. I don't see Latrice So yeah, I ain't gonna be like, oh girl, is something wrong with you that you invited her? I don't care about it. If I don't care about Latrice, I'm not gonna mention Latrice. Like, seriously. That's why I don't know if I could do reality TV, but with Marie, it amplifies, right? I get that if you are in a scene and they bring up somebody, you can say, oh, we know on Housewives and all that kind of on reality TV that they bring up the people, and you'll say little stuff, right? But it's every time that girl's name is brought up, and sometimes Marie even brings up her name, and it's just like, I'm sorry, but you give her way too, like, she is, as Candy said, I'm embedded in your motherfucking brain. Like, it's like Candy said, I'm embedded in your motherfucking brain, and that really is what it gives. That she is embedded in your brain. But hey, it is what it is. We are going to pause here and move forward, you guys. All right, you guys. So next up, we see Tamra and her hair. So she is meeting up with Latrice, right? So, like I said earlier, I'm still team Tamra and her hair. I am just not gonna see it for Marie in this situation. There's nothing you can make me say. There's nothing you can say to me that can make me be on Marie's side, right? So Latrice did tell Tamra and her hair about the situation that happened with her and So Gucci, and how they got into it, and how honestly they talk about a sisterhood, but this is not a sisterhood. This is like, even if you want to say it's a sisterhood, then you can't say it's a sisterhood, because if it was, the things that Marie and Letitia did, you wouldn't have done that. You wouldn't have put that woman's life in jeopardy, especially from the things that I've heard. That she has a case against this man. She has a case against him. Even if they drop, like, you guys, they do this. I mean, this happens quite often when it comes to domestic abuse. They will drop cases, and never mind. Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. I don't want to get too deep into that, but hey, it is what it is, right? So the next scene we got is with Marie. So Marie's mom. The one thing I want to say about Marie and her mom, I like this scene with Marie. I like to see this side of Marie. I like to see, because it feels like the fact that she has been going so hard at Tamra and Latrice, it's like you don't have a storyline, but you actually do have a storyline, right? We want to know about your family. We don't want to know about Dreas and his kids. How are they adapting? Like, we want to know about your mom, because so many people can benefit from seeing your mom's story. And the thing I want to say about Marie and her mother is my prayers are up for Marie and for her mom, because I'm not laughing at that, you guys. I'm laughing at the TV, because the TV is on and it's on Nickelodeon and I'm watching SpongeBob. So I'm not laughing at Marie, but and this is an episode where his breath was thinking and everybody's running away from him. But what was I saying? Oh, Marie. Yeah, like, your story is something that could help so many people, right? Because there's so many people out there who have family members who battle with drug addiction. Now, see, I didn't realize it. I guess I really hadn't paid attention, but it was in this scene that I was like, wait a minute, is her mama still on drugs? Because I thought that her mama was clean. I don't know. I was thinking that her mom was clean. So you know, because her mom almost, you know, passed away because I think she said she started regurgitating blood. I was like, ooh, that is bad. And so they had to give her a blood transfusion and everything. So I'm happy that her mom is still here. So her mom is talking about she's going to go to a meeting. I'm like, ma'am, I don't think you need. I think you need more than a meeting. I think you need to go to a clinic and detox and get rehabilitation. Like I think that's because I was looking at her mama, and I'm so sorry to say this, but her mama, when I was looking at the scene, I was like, wow, her mom. It looks like she's strung out. I just pray for her mama because when I tweeted this last night about her mom, like I hope that this isn't a situation like with Keisha Cole's mom, Frankie. I hope this is not a Frankie situation. I really hope and pray that this is not. I hope that her mama is able to kick this habit, right? And her mom did, you know, I like the fact that at one point her mom told her daughter that it's an illness, which it absolutely is an illness, right? And the thing that I did not like about this thing with her mom was the fact that her mom. Now her mom did say that she wasn't in her life, right? She took credit for it. She took ownership of that. But then the fact that her mama sit there and took credit, saying that, you know, if I didn't do this, you wouldn't be where you are today. I was like, so are we actually finna sit here and say that because you were a drug addict that Marie wouldn't have been who she is? Oh, okay. I was with Marie. I didn't like that. And then we got to see my girl Essie, you guys. Prayers up to Essie too, right? Essie lost her mom, and you know Essie was just talking to Marie about what it's like, you know, her not having her mom, and how you know she wishes her mom was here, and I empathize with her so much because I lost mine. You guys know my mom has been gone for 6 years now, right? And I absolutely felt Essie in that scene. And Essie, it was so good to see you, boo. Y'all know I love me some Essie. Y'all know I loves me some Essie. But yeah, you guys, let's pause here and wrap up the episode. All right, you guys. So JJ and So Gucci, huh? Like I said earlier, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't like the fact that y'all. My bad, you guys. The phone ran out of memory, so I had to delete some stuff out of my phone. But yeah, when it comes to them talking about not JJ, but when it comes to them talking about Cliff and Latrice's marriage, I'm over that too. Like y'all don't have to talk. We can see that there are some cracks in their marriage. Here's the thing about it: if Latrice likes it and she's okay with the way that her marriage is ran and how Cliff talks to her and treats her, then who are we to say and judge, right? But if y'all to keep talking about their marriage, it's just like okay. Now, did she say that you know JJ and So Gucci want to be like her and Cliff? She did. Do I believe that? Hell no. I would hope not. I would hope nobody wants a marriage, you know. And I'm not saying anything bad about her marriage. I'm just saying the fact that your husband called you a bitch and a motherfucker. The fact that your husband called you a bitch, I'm sorry. That just didn't sit right with me. Speaking of which, a certain producer, I just really want to put this out here. Like, you have so much stuff to say about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the Real Housewives of Potomac, but you will not mention Belle Collective, Love and Marriage Detroit, and Love and Marriage DC or Huntsville, right? You won't mention the Revenge P. O. N. You won't mention that stuff on your channel. You won't mention the stuff that Marie said a few weeks ago about Latrice being an abused woman. You won't mention that, but you will mention the fight that happened in Potomac on on Thursday night. You will mention anything with Candy and Kenya and the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You'll talk about Todd. You won't talk about Todd, but you'll talk about Beverly Hills, Kyle, Maurizio, and Dorit or Erica Jane, but you don't mention Bull Swanky about these shows that you produce. But okay. I mean, I get it. Go where the money is, right? Your shows ain't got the money. You know, on social media, on Twitter, on Instagram, not Instagram, not, why am I saying Instagram and Twitter? On YouTube, in your podcast, yes, the money is with Bravo because your shows, they have a big following, right? But they're very niche. They're in a niche market. So, but yeah, you can still talk about your shows. You can absolutely talk about the shows, but that ain't got nothing. That's it, you guys. That's all I gotta say about him. So we get to So Gucci's party. Looked like everybody had a good time at So Gucci's party, right? Josh was there, and I don't have an issue with Josh being there. I do have an issue with Josh, So Gucci, and Aikisha Ikea talking about Latrice, right? I had an issue with that scene because Aikisha Ikea told Josh that Latrice told her that he's not her friend, right? But they played the flashback where she said, "Girl, Josh ain't your friend. He your makeup artist." So she didn't say she didn't say it in a negative way that, girl, that man ain't your friend. Like, he be talking shit about you. She said it in a joking way that he's not your friend. He's just someone who does a service for you. So yeah, JJ surprised So Gucci with a stripper. All the ladies enjoyed the stripper. I'll tell you somebody who definitely enjoyed that stripper. Marie. Baby Marie was in love with that stripper. She in love with a stripper. Like, she was all over that stripper, twerking that booty. But she was twerking that booty on that stripper. Um Cliff, you foul for calling Glenn and telling him about the stripper. What he gonna do? What he gonna do? And Glenn, you foul for calling Letitia and going off on her. Didn't you slide in women's DMs? So how we mad? Exactly. But that's the episode, you guys. Please let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, you guys. Share the video. And until the next time, stay safe, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. So I'm thinking about if I want to do a live for Ready to Love, you guys. I'm not sold on it right now. But if I do, you guys will see it. But there is another live schedule today for Love During Lockup where we meet the cast. So I'll see you guys later for that one. It is 5 p.m. Central Time, I believe I said it for. But I'll see you guys then.